They literally said, if we can't cover Doughnut in just a bunch of clothes, we're just gonna cover her with other members. The disrespect. Hi, welcome. My name is Angelina, and today we're going to be fixing some ugly, terrible, ugly K-pop thumbnails. This is a series where I essentially take my time and effort and give companies free labor by fixing things that they're never gonna fix themselves. Here's the thing. Some companies put zero effort into their music video thumbnails. But the truth is, as I've shown you throughout this series, it's not that difficult to make a good thumbnail. It's really not. Like, it's really not. If little old me can fix your thumbnails, I feel like they could be putting a little bit more effort. But that's just me. I'm the one here, not rich, giving out my free labor to these companies. And we're gonna play a little bit of a game while we do this. So I'm gonna show you all of the options, including the original thumbnails, and you have to tell me which one you would pick realistically, even if it's not my thumbnail. I can handle some level of criticism, so don't worry too much. Basically, what inspired me to bring back this series is BLACKPINK's thumbnail for Pink Venom. Everyone was messaging me saying, look at how bad it is, you should fix it in a video. And I thought, yes, I really should. And then, wouldn't you know, planned everything. I go to check out the thumbnail, and it's been changed. The betrayal. So yes, I acknowledge that YG changed the original terrible thumbnail that they picked out themselves, which happens to be one that I would have suggested, but it's fine, it's fine. We've got other terrible thumbnails that we're going to fix. So let's get into it. But first, don't forget to like, comment, and share this video with friends you don't have. You can also subscribe, follow me on Instagram, TikTok, all that jazz. So here's the entire process. I basically download the music video with 4K video downloader, zero affiliation to anything I'm mentioning, by the way. And then to really get a good screenshot, I put it into iMovie, and then I just go through it in screenshot. And to edit, I use Pixelmator Pro, which is a paid application. But the free editing software I used to use will be linked down below, as well as Pixelmator Pro. And that's that. So BLACKPINK's Pink Venom. So this is the original thumbnail that they chose, and I have proof because I was there for the countdown and everything, and I took a picture and I posted it to my Instagram stories. So they ended up changing it to this, which I think is definitely much better, but we're gonna see if we can even improve this one and add on to it. Now, the originals concept isn't too bad. They're technically mid-movement. There's still enough that, I get the idea. However, if you literally look any closer into the thumbnail, there's some weird faces. So this is one of the options I would have suggested. And you know what? It's nice we have OT4, though I would say it doesn't like fully represent Pink Venom. I want something that better represents the music video, so we're gonna try. We're gonna try, but one of our options has already been taken, but we'll include it anyways. So the first step, of course, is to get the logo. I'm just gonna, cut it out of the original. So then, of course, here are our options. We have Jisoo in the thumbnail. I like the idea of this one, even though the colors aren't my favorite, because we see her with a mask and it has like a tube connected to it, and I feel like that is pretty relevant to Pink Venom, but it's not my favorite. So we're gonna move on to this rosy thumbnail. Now, it kind of looks like she's sucking on her thumb, but I don't think it's too bad. Still, I'm not entirely sold on it. Now, up until I would say pretty recently, and by pretty recently, I think the last like 2-3 years, BLACKPINK have had OT4 thumbnails, though in their debut days, they certainly had like one specific member, and I don't think Jisoo was ever in a thumbnail by herself. I could be wrong, but I'm kind of pushing for it. I'm pushing for it with this next option. This is actually the option that I chose for my thumbnail for my review of the song, and I just love it. I don't know if it's going to fit necessarily for a thumbnail, but I love the idea. I love the pink. I love the mask. I love the vibe. Like, I think it really represents Pink Venom very well. Then lastly, aside from the ending pose that we are also going to put as an option, we have this photo of Rosie. And though she is blurry, I love the fact that she's holding a heart. And it looks really creepy. Again, not super sold on it, but I thought it would be fun to check out what this looks like if we put it through Rimini. Okay, that's really not bad. It's really, I mean, it's not good, but it's not bad. And since they're here, I actually want to put the two original thumbnails through Rimini because they're pretty bad quality to begin with, and I'm dying to see like what would happen to them. Oh my god, I can see it in the corner of my eyes. Okay, Jenny, no. Oh my god, no. Is that supposed to be Lisa? Where are we starting from? Did they really only catch 2 faces? That is scary. That is literally scary. From far, oh my god. So they didn't get Lisa's face. They didn't, I guess that was just his face. And they, wait a minute. No, that was Rosie. Unrecognizable. I mean, I guess the blonde hair, that is something. But from far, I think it looks kind of okay. Oh. Oh my god. Oh my god. From like the little thumbnail, it didn't look too bad, but damn. Oh, geez, Louise, huh? Then Rosie? It's so uncanny. It is so uncanny. How are there 5 faces? Jenny, no! Who's this then? Somebody's face got, is it her? I don't know whose face. From far, it's not terrible. You know, I could accept this as a thumbnail. This is one of our options, which was rudely stolen by YG Entertainment, but I digress. So these are my final thumbnail options. I'm going to include the ending pose that they have chosen as the original thumbnail as one of my own. But let me know which one you would choose out of all of these options. Now, of course, we have Twice on this list. Come on. Statistically, Twice have the worst thumbnails from any group, from any company, according to this official survey that I just made up. So I present to you the thumbnail for What Is Love. Now, it's not the worst. We're gonna have Twice later on in the video with a worse thumbnail than this. But, you know, it's really awkward. Chui's mouth is open. You know, there have been movements so their knees are bent. And it looks weird, right? Because they're dancing. I just think we can improve it because this music video is stellar. Going through the options of what screenshots I could take to fix this thumbnail was so much fun because I love this music video. The movie references paired with the song itself is just pure magic. And I think this thumbnail deserves a lot better. Now, I don't know if I necessarily did better. I think if I had access to the original files, I don't know if that makes sense. You know, the music video is pretty widescreen. So when it comes to putting it in thumbnail form, it was a little more difficult. So I kind of understand sometimes why companies make like the weirdest borders. This would have been one to have a border, but we don't play like that. So this first picture, I thought it was so cute. However, it is a little, shall we say, how do I say this? It's a little crammed, right? But I loved the idea of all of them, you know, on their couch in front of their TV watching the movie references because, you know, it's such a cute part. You get to follow Twice while they're going through these emotional experiences, watching themselves in these clips. But number 1, it's a little crammed. Number 2, Mina's face. It's an issue. It's an issue. Which brings us to option number 2, which again, it's a little bit cramped, but I think it's kind of cute. The JYP logo is so big. It's so big. They updated their logo. So let's see what this would look like with an updated logo. I think it looks much better because when you have JYP official, this big blue blob in the corner that takes up a lot of space. I mean, we can see half of Jiho's face, but it would be better to see a bit more of her. I just had to include this shot of Jonghyun as she's dressed like Romeo. I love this scene so much. I acknowledge it might not be the best thumbnail, but I just wanted to put it in there. Unfortunately, as quote-unquote photogenic this music video is, it was just a bit hard to find a thumbnail. You know, I don't want to constantly just give face shots. You know, that's the easy thing to do. I do want to try to find thumbnails that are all the members together, but it's not always possible. You know, this is, you know, an improved version of the original thumbnail, I think. The movements aren't as awkward. Fuck. I just noticed this. Someone's face is covered. Yeah, this was not a pleasant experience. But as usual, let me know in the comments down below which thumbnail you would pick, even if it is the original. A while back, someone suggested the thumbnail for BTS's No. I shit you not, when I saw it, jaw dropped. What is this? Who signed off on this? OT5? BTS? This is some shit that you could have only gotten away with in 2013. Try to pull this now. I haven't seen BTS's most recent thumbnails, but I feel like we fixed Dynamite. You know, Big Hit hasn't... is still at it. Also, I totally forgot that Big Hit stole an SM set to film this music video. Not only that, but there's a second thumbnail for this music video on 1TheK, and this is it. Again, it's still OT5 BTS because we have literally one member is in front of the other member who is covered by this official music video logo, which, you know, it could have been a little bit higher. It could have been a little bit higher in the corner, maybe the lower left corner. But I digress. Both of these thumbnails are terrible. Going through this music video was a blast from the past. Oh my god. The year, picture this, is 2013. We're coming off that high of second gen, but we have a lot of second gen elements. Now, I say 2013, 2012, 2011 are all Gen 2.5. I have to stretch it because of that eyeliner. First of all, look at all the face shots. There's so many face shots that we could have chosen from. There's even full group shots that if you had the logo, it wouldn't have covered anybody. So literally look at all of these options. You want a full-on face shot? We got it. You want a side view? We got it. You want another face shot? I actually think this Suga picture would have been pretty iconic, but I picked this specifically because I wanted to tell you guys, if this isn't an SM music video, like a second gen SM music video, the white background, even the bandana and that hair color paired together, I feel like I've seen it before. Blue Han? I don't know. But the last couple are really, I think, the best. You know, we have this red background. We technically see all of the members, even though most of their heads are down. But I think, you know, it's a vibe. It's better than, anything is better than the original. And then we have literally two different angles of the same shot that I think definitely represent No. Because when I think of No, I think of, you know, people at a desk being brainwashed. So either of these could have worked as well, but I like the red one. You know, you don't really see any faces in this one, but the scene is definitely set. So for this one, I'll be honest, I'll be really disappointed if you pick one of the two originals, because they're just that bad. Literally anything is an improvement. But let me know which option you would have chosen out of all of these. On to another bad thumbnail, which in theory isn't that bad. I think this is a really nice graphic, but for a thumbnail, I just don't think it's doing its job. I do think it's important to have faces in your thumbnail because that's something that people can psychologically connect to. And I made that up as well. Maybe it's true. I mean, just don't quote me on it. But anyways, there are technically their faces in this, but they're just so small, right? And in and of itself, it's kind of like they're taken so out of context. Like what should I expect from this music video? Because it's not really showing me anything. Now, surprisingly, despite how colorful, how amazing this music video is, how fun this music video is, it was incredibly difficult to find a better thumbnail. I have 3 options that I'm going to show you. The third one is really just like, I like the concept. Also, this thumbnail reminds me a lot of Winner's I Love You. You know, we have the heart. It's just not a good representation, but anyways. So our first option is my favorite. I'm sure we could improve on it a little, maybe put this through Rimini as well. I don't think it's gonna be a fun experience. I think it's gonna look pretty normal if I put it through Rimini. But I love the fact that we can see their outfits. We can see how close they are together. We have a colorful background. Like, to me, this represents ping pong. The second option is a little steamy, but I like it. Not that I think it represents the music video super well, because it's more specifically warm toned, which I don't think we see much throughout the music video. But it's steamy and I kind of like it. The third option we scratched is this one. If only Hyuna's face was a little bit more of a side profile and we had a little less space at the top, I think this would work well because we have the pink and the blue from the original thumbnail. And again, we get to see the colorful nature of the music video. So between my 2 official options and the original thumbnail, which would you have chosen? I'm really curious about this one. Now, of course, we have Twice in here. Twice. It's dead. Way to ruin the mood. So this is just bad. This is just plain bad. They're mid-movement. I see someone's hand is like so blurry. And like some bodies are like completely blurry. And not only that, they literally said, if we can't cover Doughnut in just a bunch of clothes, we're just gonna cover her with other members. Like, shit. The disrespect. I don't understand how Twice fans made such a huge deal about her not being in the thumbnail for, I think, the feels. And then you go ahead and let this shit slide? There's not even a logo. I don't know who chose this. I think you guys need to be a little bit more consistent. She already gets bad styling, and now we're going to just... Where is she? Well, she's technically there. Anyways, this is such a beautiful music video. It's very aesthetic, very winter. and it's called Doughnut. This is twice this thumbnail for Doughnut. There's literally scenes where they're eating donuts, which would have totally fit. But I digress. Here are our options. The first one is Sana, but it looks a little empty, I would say, especially without a logo. We have these very cute scenes with Hyuna and Nayeon. They're like in the clouds. It's very warm toned. Then we have these two thumbnails that feature the donuts. I think it's so cute. This first one, it's all right, but I really love the second one. We see her eating a jelly donut. She's got some jelly on the side of her lip. It looks a little sinister, which I think will fit better with the bittersweet vibes of the song. It's a little vampire-esque, especially since in the music video we see the donut is like a hole in your heart. So she's eating the donut. She's like technically eating a heart. Anyways, this is the last one. I think it's just beautiful. Lots of snow. Pretty simple. I think anything is better. Unfortunately, when I wanted to find a clip with all 8 take my once card away. When I wanted to find a clip with all 9 members, it was oddly very off center. And when you could see all 8, 9, when you could see all 9 members, it was something stupid like this. So as always, let me know which of these thumbnails you would have picked. Now we have a little bonus one. We have NEWJEANS Cookie. What's wrong with this thumbnail? Well, we can barely see the other members and her mouth is open. It's just a little bit awkward. Though I appreciate the minimalism. Do you know what I mean? Because there's not a lot going on in this music video. But consequently, it made it a bit difficult to find like a really good thumbnail. So as usual, we're going to get the logo. And these are the options I came up with. We might have to put it through Rimini, but this one, it's very similar to the original. But we see more of the members' faces. It would be really good if we could see... Wait, how many people are in NEWJEANS? They're not a 4-member girl group. Then we have this. We have all 5 members, and it's very minimalistic, and I think it really showcases the music video. There's not a lot going on. Then there's this option. It is a little bit closer, but it's a little dark, so I don't know if I would pick. I might scrap this one. So these are my final thumbnail options. So let me know which one you would choose out of all of these options. So yeah, that is basically it. We have fixed a bunch of K-pop thumbnails. I'm probably in Toronto seeing 17 right now, provided no other members got sick. But thank you so much for joining me. Of course, let me know which thumbnails you would pick, even if it isn't mine. Thank you so much if you made it this far. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video with friends you don't have. You can also join my channel members by clicking the join button next to the subscribe button. These are the lovely individuals who help support my channel on a monthly basis. It honestly means the world to me. Thank you so much. As for me, I'm gonna get going, but I'll see you guys next time. Bye!